Picture this. A private jet cuts through midnight clouds. Two silhouettes move toward the aircraft steps. One, a Hollywood titan who's conquered every stage and screen. The other, a supermodel whose face has graced 1,000 magazine covers. Bradley Cooper, 50 years old, battle-scarred by fame and heartbreak. Gigi Hadid, 30, radiant but weary from living under the world's microscope. They're escaping together. But from what? And why now? The paparazzi cameras flash like lightning. In the distance, click, click, click. Another story begins. Another chapter in lives that have never belonged entirely to themselves. Bradley's hands shake slightly as he climbs the jet stairs. Not from nerves, from exhaustion. The kind that seeps into your bones after decades of giving everything to your craft. His latest film just wrapped. Months of 18-hour days. Method acting that left him emotionally drained. Raw, vulnerable. "I need this," he whispers to himself. The words disappear into the engine noise. Behind him, Gigi moves with that effortless grace the world has come to expect. But look closer. See the slight tension in her shoulders. The way she glances back at the terminal. She's thinking about her daughter, about the life she's carefully constructed, about what this trip might mean. 2 decades separate them, 2 completely different worlds, yet here they are, together. Let's rewind, back to where it all began. Bradley Edward Cooper. Born January 5, 1975, Philadelphia, a city that taught him how to fight for everything he'd ever want. His father, Charles, sold stocks. His mother, Gloria, worked for the local NBC affiliate. Middle-class dreams in a working class neighborhood, but Bradley always saw bigger pictures. At 5 years old, he watched The Elephant Man on television. David Lynch's masterpiece. The story of John Merrick, the disfigured man who found beauty in a cruel world. Young Bradley sat transfixed, tears streaming down his face. Something shifted inside him that night. A calling, a purpose. "I want to make people feel like this," he told his mother. Gloria Cooper looked at her son. This intense little boy with eyes that seemed to hold ancient wisdom. She knew. Somehow, she knew he'd find his way to greatness. The path wasn't smooth. High school brought sports, basketball, but also drama class. 2 worlds pulling him in different directions. His teammates didn't understand the kid who could sink 3-pointers and then disappear into Shakespeare monologues. Bradley learned early how to code switch, how to be different versions of himself. College. At Georgetown, pre-med initially, his father's practical dream. But the theater program called to him like a siren song. Late nights rehearsing Chekhov. Early mornings in organic chemistry labs. The tension nearly broke him. Then came the choice that changed everything. "I'm switching to English," he told his parents over Sunday dinner. "I want to act." The silence stretched like a held breath. His father's disappointment hung heavy in the room. His mother's worry etched lines around her eyes. But Bradley's conviction never wavered. New York City. The Actors Studio Drama School, rent-controlled apartments. With radiators that clanged all night. Ramen noodles for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Auditions that led to more auditions that led to more rejections. But every no hardened his resolve. The breakthrough came slowly. Then, all at once, television guest spots. Sex and the City. 1 episode, 1 scene. But it planted seeds. Then, Alias happened. J.J. Abrams saw something in Bradley that others had missed. Will Tippin, the loyal best friend. The role that would define him for years. But Bradley wanted more. The Hangover changed the game. Todd Phillips took a risk on this serious, dramatic actor. Put him in a comedy about bachelor party chaos in Vegas. Phil Wennick was born. The Pretty Boy with the Hidden Edge. The movie exploded. Box office gold. Suddenly, Bradley Cooper wasn't just an actor. He was a star. Fame is intoxicating and isolating. Red carpets became routine. Interviews where he learned to perform himself. Relationships scrutinized by tabloids. Every coffee date analyzed. Every friendship questioned. Then came the women who would shape his public narrative. Renee Zellweger first. The Oscar winner with a radiant smile. Their relationship bloomed during Case 39. Two serious actors finding solace in each other's intensity. But Hollywood relationships are fragile things. Built on borrowed time between projects, the distance grew, the pressure mounted. Love wasn't enough. Zoe Saldana followed. The stunning actress who could hold her own in any galaxy. Avatar, Star Trek, a powerhouse. But Bradley was evolving as an artist, directing ambitions stirring. Different timelines, different dreams. Another ending, then came the marriage. That changed everything. Jennifer Esposito, fellow actor, fellow warrior. They met at a mutual friend's party. Connection sparked immediately. Marriage followed quickly. Too quickly, perhaps. The union lasted for months. For months of trying to merge to fierce artistic spirits. For months of learning that love and compatibility aren't always the same thing. The divorce hit tabloids like wildfire. Bradley Cooper's failed marriage. What went wrong? Headlines that reduced complex human emotions to clickbait fodder. But Bradley pressed forward. Always forward. Silver Linings Playbook arrived like divine intervention. David O. Russell's script landed on his agent's desk. Pat Sultano, a man struggling with bipolar disorder, trying to rebuild his life, trying to find hope in chaos. Bradley read the screenplay 3 times in one sitting. He saw himself. He saw his father's battles with depression. He saw the character that could showcase everything he'd learned about human fragility. The performance earned him an Oscar nomination, his first. But more importantly, it earned him respect. Hollywood finally saw Bradley Cooper, the artist. Just Bradley Cooper, the movie star. Then came Irina Shayk, the Russian supermodel who redefined elegance. They met at a Met Gala after-party. 2 people exhausted by the evening's performance requirements. Real conversation in a room full of artifice. She spoke 5 languages. He quoted Tolstoy. Love bloomed over shared books and quiet dinners. Lee Desane Shea Cooper was born in March 2017, a daughter. The role that would challenge Bradley more than any character ever had. Fatherhood arrived like a tidal wave of purpose and terror. Everything changes, he told a friend. Everything. But even as he embraced family life, artistic ambitions pulled at him. A Star is Born had been calling to him for years. The 4th iteration of a timeless story. A seasoned musician discovers raw talent. Love blooms. Fame destroys. Bradley saw the film he wanted to make. More importantly, he saw the film he needed to make. Convincing a studio to let a first-time director helm a major musical drama. Nearly impossible. But Bradley's passion was infectious. He spent months learning to play guitar, months studying country music culture, months becoming Jackson Maine. Then came the search for his leading lady. Lady Gaga wasn't the obvious choice. A pop superstar trying to prove her acting chops. Risky. But Bradley saw something in her audition. Raw vulnerability beneath the performer's polish. Stephanie Germanotta, not Lady Gaga. The woman, not the persona. Their first meeting lasted hours. Bradley played guitar. Gaga sang. Music filled the silence where words failed. Chemistry crackled. Not romantic, artistic. 2 souls recognizing each other's creative hunger. The filming process consumed them both. 18 months of becoming other people. Bradley, directing by day, acting by night. Gaga pouring her heart into every scene. Method, acting that blurred lines between performance and reality, and the world watched. Every behind-the-scenes photo analyzed. Every interview dissected. Were they falling in love? Was art imitating life? The questions followed them everywhere. Irina watched from the sidelines. The woman who'd built a life with this man, now watching him build art with another woman. The strain showed in candid photos, in body language at premieres, in the spaces between their public smiles. Stars Born premiered at Venice Film Festival. Standing ovations lasted 8 minutes. Critics wept openly. Bradley had done it. Created the film of his dreams. The second coffee became dinner. A quiet restaurant. Italian food. Wine that loosened tongues and lowered defenses. Bradley's stories about method acting fascinated Gigi. Her insights into fashion as artistic expression intrigued him. Weeks passed. Casual meetings became regular occurrences, always low-key, always private. Two people discovering unexpected compatibility. But the tabloids eventually noticed. Bradley Cooper's new romance. Headlines screamed. Paparazzi photos from bad angles. Speculation running wild. Both their representatives issued standard denials. Just friends, the phrase that fooled no one. Gigi's friends worried. Another complicated man. Another artist with demons. But she saw something different in Bradley. Stability earned through experience. Wisdom gained from past mistakes. Bradley's friends were equally concerned. A supermodel 20 years younger. The optics seemed questionable. But they couldn't deny the change in him. Lighter, happier, present in ways he hadn't been for years. The relationship deepened slowly. Carefully, both had learned lessons about rushing into love, about confusing chemistry with compatibility. Dinners became weekends. Weekends became family introductions. Kai met Bradley over pizza and animated movies. His daughter Lee joined for park adventures. Blended family moments that felt surprisingly natural. But questions remained. Age gaps. Different. Life stages. The constant scrutiny of public attention. Then came the decision to escape together. "I need to get away," Bradley told her during a late-night phone call. "Somewhere quiet. Somewhere real." "I know the perfect place," Gigi replied. Which brings us back to this moment. The private jet. The midnight departure. Two people choosing each other, despite every reason to choose safety instead. Where are they going? The destination matters less than the journey. What they're seeking together, what they're running from individually, as the plane levels off at cruising altitude. Bradley finally relaxes. The tension leaves his shoulders. Gigi kicks off her heels, curls up in the leather seat beside him. "Thank you," he says quietly. "For what?" "For understanding why I needed this." She smiles, takes his hand. "We both needed this." Below them, city lights fade into darkness. Above them, stars appear. Two souls finding solace in shared solitude. Away from cameras, away from expectations, away from the versions of themselves the world demands they perform. Tomorrow will bring new challenges. Paparazzi photos from their destination. Speculation about their relationship status. The machine of fame grinding forward. But tonight? Tonight, they're just Bradley and Gigi. A man and a woman choosing to trust each other with their private selves. Choosing vulnerability over protection. Choosing love over fear. The plane carries them toward an uncertain future. But uncertainty has never felt so promising. Maybe age is just a number when souls connect. Maybe different life stages can complement rather than complicate. Maybe two people who've learned hard lessons about love are ready to write a new chapter together. Or Maybe this is just a beautiful escape, a pause between acts in their separate stories. Time will tell. It always does. But for now, in this moment, suspended between earth and sky, anything feels possible. Love, partnership. Forever the jet engines hum their mechanical lullaby. Bradley and Gigi drift toward sleep, hands intertwined. Hearts open. Future unwritten, but no longer empty. Sometimes the most beautiful love stories begin with a leap of faith. Sometimes they begin with a midnight flight. What do you think? Are Bradley and Gigi writing Hollywood's next great love story? Or are they just two souls finding temporary solace in each other? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into their unexpected connection, make sure to subscribe for more intimate celebrity stories that reveal the human hearts beating beneath the fame.